Turn the microphone on, mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending, trending. Trending with another time. You know what it is?
It's trending, baby.
Don't touch it, don't switch it. Stay tuned. It's trending.
It's trending, baby. It's Mommy's TV.
Turn the microphone on, mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending, trending. Trending with another time. You know what it is?
It's trending, baby.
Don't touch it, don't switch it. Stay tuned. It's trending.
It's trending, baby. Mommy's TV.
Turn the microphone on, mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending, trending. Trending with another time. You know what it is?
It's trending, baby.
Wow. Always stay tuned, always stay tuned. It's mommy's TV.
Trending.
And it's trending. Alladin and Tahnee. So, man, you looking so cool on this attire, man.
Thank you.
Wow.
And you as well.
Thanks so much, man. Yeah, we're back again this week, loud and loud. Shout out to my producer, Casey. You're doing a very good job, boss. Like, thanks for always being there for us. It's trending. Trending is where we come to discuss a broad range of popular or trending topics such as marriage, relationship, lifestyle, social media, etc. What it is? What's going on this week? I was a week.
Oh, it was good. It was a good, productive week. Trending all week long. What about you?
I'm dope.
As always.
I keep doing what I know how to do. Before I go further, let me remember you guys the studio call inline. You can call us to support this show today on 817-717-5865. And if you want to call us on WhatsApp, you can also support the show by calling us on WhatsApp with +1 317 760 7393. Tahnee is here and Alladin is here. It's trending.
It's trending.
So take them back to the last week topic.
Okay, now last week's topic was when or should you delete a picture, your pictures of an ex on social media or on your phone. That was like a very interesting topic. We had some call-ins. We had some personal revelations.
Right.
It was a good topic last week.
Yeah, so it was dope last week, like, but when I was saying, I don't want to keep the picture of my ex, and and one guy called in and said, you can keep it in your Google Drive or you can print it out, and that's cool. Pictures, as I said, it means a lot to me, personally. But I don't want to bother you guys. I want to take you down to the today topic. Will you date outside of your culture?
That's a heavy. We're treading heavy today, and
that's why we make it like the culture things today.
Yeah, we're wearing our native attire today, which a lot of you might know. I've previously married into the Nigerian culture, so I know firsthand how it is marrying cross-culturally.
And this make you look like Tinuke, Sade in Nigeria.
Sade. I actually have a Yoruba name.
Oh, really?
Yes, Oluwa Muyewa.
Oluwa what?
Muyewa.
Oluwa Muyewa.
What does that mean?
Oluwa Muyewa. Are you sure it's Muyewa?
Muyewa. God has sent this, or God
has
Oluwa
Muyewa.
Muyewa. Yeah.
That God has bring these.
God has bring. That's my Yoruba name. It was given to me by my ex's spiritual father that came from Nigeria.
That's great.
Baba Ayewa.
So I'll keep calling you Muyewa. So you can always bring everything. Bring that microphone, bring that phone, bring that remote control. You can only bring everything. Just always show you're bringing good things. So back to the topic today that we got today is, would you date outside of your culture? Culture.
it's serious. It's serious. Clearly I would, but actually I never intended to. Like, it just happened. It just randomly happened.
Right.
So, but actually in my family, out of the 3 out of 4 siblings have dated outside of the culture permanently. I married outside of my culture to a Nigerian. My sister is going on 5 years with her fiance. He's Nigerian as well. And my brother, who just gave birth to their son 2 weeks ago, she's white.
Wow.
So, I guess that's just a family thing. I don't know. It just happened like that.
Yeah.
So, but this is a serious topic because this is 2019. Things are changing. Everybody is mixing and matching and but then there are a lot of closed-minded people as well. So we're going to be treading on this topic. We want you all to follow along, ask questions, and then again, we are taking advantage of having these 2 different cultures. African, the Nigerian culture represented by Alladin, and myself being African American. We want to destroy these negative stereotypes too, because there's a lot. And me being involved in both sides, I'm like constantly having to take up for both of us, you know, because I've witnessed discrimination and stereotyping on both sides,
right?
So, and it shouldn't be that way. It really shouldn't be that way. All it needs to happen is we just need to sit down and have a conversation. Nobody wants to talk to one another. Everybody just wants to make assumptions. So I'm glad we have this platform today because we're going to dig into this.
And we're going to make it trend.
That's
Before I go, let me say shout out to people that stay over there that are watching us live, that take their time to be watching us. Right now, we really appreciate you guys because if you guys are not there watching us, we're just going to look so bored right in the studio. And I want to let you know, I need to make a shout out to some people before we go deep into the topic for today. I want to make a big shout out to Mrs. Catherine Monsurat. She has been a backbone of this program. She has been calling and calling, connecting us, calling us, call this person, see this page, sending me a lot of mails every day, like supporting us.
Wow,
thank you so much, Mom. Catherine Monsurat. And I want to say a very big shout out to someone that I've never mentioned her name on this show since we started. But yesterday she called me and said, you know what, go ahead. I'm ready to support this show. Her name is... Before I mention her name, let me just give her some hype. This is one of the biggest African journalists, the most trending journalist, the most trending blogger in Nigeria. If you didn't know Kemi Olunloyo, you are on the long team.
Wow.
Yeah, she gave me this idea like a couple of years ago, like, you need to start something over there. And I said, Mom, let me take my time. And when I get ready, I'm going to do it. Yeah? So yesterday we were talking on DM and she was like, that is a good show. And she's ready to support us. So shout out to Kemi Olunloyo, Kemi Stocks. And I gave her this big name, Yanaira. And that name has been trending everywhere by Mommy's Planet. I gave me Yanaira. And that's a very good name. The reason why I actually gave Kemi Olunloyo Yanaira is because of the support I got for upbringing artists, everybody, Nigerian in general, African in general. And I was like, let me just give you one very good title, which is Yanaira. Thanks so much, Mom. I really appreciate it. And a big shout out to Toyin Lawanin, one of the biggest mom that I know in the industry. She's very big. Toyin Lawan, Tiana Empire. Shout out to you. Let me jump back to the topic. Before I do that, let me make a shout out to some people that stay right there that's watching us right now. Samson Alabi. Thanks so much for watching us. Tameka Jackson. Thanks so much. She said trending and she put some dancing on it. Yeah, shout out to Ayana Toto Okoye. Oh, that's
she's one of the Niger wives.
Wow, shout out to all the Niger wives watching us right now. She said, hey, sis. She said, hey, Alladin, I enjoy your show. Thanks so much, my sister. God bless you, man. We got you as you got us back. Shout out to Oluwatobiloba Gaston Oko. Shout out to you, bro. I really appreciate it. Shout out to Kinde Akindele. And shout out to Kole Osho Aino. Shout out to Ebony Abiodun Akande. He said, bro, that's my old friend. We grew up together in the same area in Academy, Olomi, Ibadan. Who knows that area? Shout out to everybody right there. And shout out to me, and shout out to Tahnee, and shout out to my producer, Casey. You have been doing a very good job. Shout out to the whole crew of DNC Radio. You know what it is? Back to the topic. I think if I date, let me put it this way. I love to learn new things every day.
Yes, that's good.
So I believe if I date someone out of my culture, that will give me more knowledge about that person's culture.
Okay.
So now
that's a good
it's a question, right? That like will you date outside of your culture? If that person is ready to learn my own culture, right? I'm ready to learn too.
Oh, that's
So
good.
that way
And
we
that's
can
how
be
it
good.
should be. Yeah.
Yeah, that way we can be good because culture is personal. It's so personal because that is you. Your culture is who
Exactly.
you are, what
Exactly.
you know. And if you are bringing your own culture to my own culture and we are coming together, I believe you're going to raise a very good kids.
Yes.
That's what I see because culture helps a lot. And shout out to this woman. She has been doing a very good job. Christina Okpo. Christina Okpo. That is the founder of Niger Wives. She has been bringing a lot of American wives together, black race together to teach them how to bring the culture into their life and to their family. And she's doing a very good job. Shout out to you, sis. Keep moving. We support you, Mommy's Planet, Tahnee, Alladin, everybody, DNC Radio. We got you anytime, any day. So, Tahnee, what is your experience?
Oh, my experience with the
About
Nigerian culture. Yes, there are a lot of pros, of course. I loved being a Niger wife, you know, and like I tell everybody, when I do remarry, I prefer to marry back into the Nigerian culture. And it may just be because of familiarity or whatever, but I don't know. I just love the culture. But with me, I love learning. You know, like you said, I love learning. And I wanted to learn everything about my husband's culture because I felt as if I learn about his culture, especially, you know, even with Nigeria, there's cultures inside of cultures, which each tribe has a different culture. So me being a Yoruba wife, I said, okay, if I watch Yoruba movies, if I learn how to cook, if I just do my research, I can be able to relate to him better and be a better wife because some things, some misunderstandings are just cultural. Like really even down to phrases. Our English is different. So something that might mean, like for one, I called him dramatic, which for in the American culture, it's playful, you know, just saying you being extra. But he found it offensive and we actually got into an argument. I was like, no, that's not what it means. But it's just a cultural difference right there. So I loved everything about being a Niger wife. There are its challenges too, of course. And I want to say that's not what ended our marriage. Had nothing to do with culture, nothing at all to do with culture. I was willing to compromise and learn his. Now, him not so much on my part, and I do feel like maybe if he would have put more into learning my culture, maybe that would have carried us. But I don't think so. It was just other things going on there.
It's a personal thing.
Yeah, it was a personal thing. But I suggested, you know, I think it really opened my mind to a whole different world, and I don't regret my marriage because of that. I don't regret it at all. I thank God for it.
I like that word, that you don't regret that marriage.
Not at
because
all.
the culture actually is helping you and it's connecting you.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So it's Mommy's Planet, it's Mommy's TV, it's DNC Radio, it's Alladin and Tahnee, and we are trending. And the topic is, will you date outside your culture? Before I go, let me say a shout out to one of my brother. This guy has been gotten my back far back in Dubai. This is one of Davido designer.
Oh, wow.
Euphoria. He said, I don't miss out today. Mommy's to the world. Thanks so much, my brother. He has got my back far back. He's doing a very good job.
You.
If you go to his page, Euphoria is into clothing. And I was one of the Davido's designer. You know,
Wow.
I think that they're cousins too.
Big.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks so much, my brother. Stay tuned and share this video. Let people know we are live. And shout out to Kende Akindele. Shout out to Kolio Show. I know. Shout out to you, my brother. I really appreciate your support and thanks for being there. Culture is very, very spiritual.
Yes.
Culture is very, very powerful. Like my own experience about culture. Oh, we have somebody calling. Okay, let me hold on. So culture is very, very spiritual and culture is very, very powerful because I won't lie to you. Let me see, maybe this is my designer. Oh. Hold on. Wow. Okay, I missed that. So when we say culture is what I know.
That's right.
Culture is the way I was raised. And let me when we talk about African culture, I'm not saying this because I'm from Africa, but I'm saying this because African culture is powerful. There's a big respect in Africa.
Yes.
Like in Africa, I have to wake up in the morning and go to my dad and my mom and prostrate for them and say good morning, and they pray for me. But in America right here, when I go to maybe I have a vacation, I visit my friends and American friends, and you know they keep seeing me in the morning, they just pass by. I was like, really?
Yeah. And that can cause a conflict too.
Yeah, and there was a day I just called my friend. I said, what's going on in this house? Your kids, they don't like me. I said, oh, they like you so much. I said, are you sure? But they wake up in the morning, they don't even greet me. And it was like, oh, I think they're supposed to greet you. You guys see yesterday? I said, no. Let me tell you, it's good. You know, we are starting a new day. They need to, like, you know, we was like, oh, okay, I need to be trying. I need to teach them this thing. And you know what? The next time I go to this family, I swear, is someone come and meet me and say, his name is Shay, and he said, good morning, Baba. And I was like, wow. You know, the respect. The African culture is very big and it's very wide. Yeah. And I won't lie to you, American culture is good too. Because that is why I said we need to bring Africans together with American Africans.
Exactly.
We need to come together. We need to see ourselves as same. We
American Africans.
Yeah, we are same.
We are.
If we can see a Nigerian married to a white and they're having a good family,
right?
That means Black American and African American can come together.
That's right. I agree.
So the culture is not a problem. The culture is just who we are. And if you love that person, I believe you should be ready to learn that culture too.
Right.
I got a question for you.
What you got?
What cultural differences do you notice?
Oh, I noticed a lot. Like what you were just saying, that was a big thing. Yeah. The greeting, you know, because it's very casual. It's not considered disrespectful if I wake up and just say hi, daddy, in the morning. But you know, with me, when I met my husband, I had an 8-year-old, so I already had an American child. Wow. So that was an adapt. You know, she had to adapt as well, and I had to also tell my husband, you can't come down on her because this is how she was. She wasn't raised African, right? So if she forgets to greet, you can't get upset and want to punish her. Right. That's wrong. And that's where and that's where we had a lot of rifts, you know, because I'm like, you have to also respect our culture. It's not disrespectful for us not to greet. You know, she doesn't know to come and say, good morning, daddy, and bow, you know. So I noticed that, you know, cultural differences, and I don't know about all African cultures, but I know Nigerian, the man and your food. Yeah. Okay. Now, the first year was marital bliss for me, except for when it came to food. I did not know how to make African food, how to make Nigerian food at first, and I didn't realize that he really didn't eat American food. Like even when we went on our first trip out of town, it was so difficult finding him something to eat. And I'm like, can you just eat a burger, eat a piece of chicken? Because there's not going to be African restaurants on every corner. This is not Nigeria. Like, you're going to have to adapt to American food. You know, so that really was a rift until I learned how to cook Nigerian food, which I took that on myself because, you know, I know that's a preference, of course. And some women, they just refuse. They don't eat it. They won't learn it. But I know that's big. In your culture, food is big. A husband eating his wife's food is really big. And it plays a big part. As small as it might sound, like some marriages end over food. Yeah, I can attest to that.
Yeah, like I won't lie to you. Like, if my wife can cook, I think that can break us because I love eating. I love food. I know. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Thank you. You know. It's good, you know. Before I ask another question I have for you, let us go on a music break and we're gonna be back. It's trending.
Trendy.
Stay tuned. It's trending.
It's trending, baby. It's Mommy's TV.
Turn the microphone on Mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trending. Trending. Trending with another time. You know what it is?
It's trending, baby.
Tell me the live story. They talk anyhow, me the live story. Me and you together, we could bring glory. Tell me the live story. They talk anyhow, me the live story. Me and you together, we could bring glory.
We go there, okay. Like I did, okay. So you go there, my side. Cause girl, you fine. We go there, okay. Like I did, okay. You go there, my side. Cause girl, you fine. No lie. See your body's a model. See your body spectacular. Then you know you perfect for me. All the girls know what you mean to me, baby. I'm steady grinding all day to make sure say we no break. Baby girl, I no lie, oh. My shit that baby girl, I no lie, because of you I feel die. For your mother, no lie. My shit that because of you I feel die. For your mother, no lie. Baby girl, I feel die. We go there, okay, like I did, okay. Then you go there, my side, cause girl, you fine. We go there, okay, like I did, okay. You go there, my side, cause girl, you fine. And you lie.
So we gon' be okay, cash bring 'em brighter days, and he want me by his side like we tying up a race. If you say that I'm the baddest, then I'm winning close case. No, they hate to see me smile, but I do it both face. You know this sweet pink cookie got a nice taste on that Henny, baby. Let me feel your ball fade, and you know this kiki keep it coming like an ocean wave. Why I need you to keep me gifted like a damn holiday. Ayy, pushing that big body, challenging both lanes. Wanna be my better half. He's
Wow, you go day okay. If you are watching trending, I swear to God, you're gonna day okay. Like
Yes.
that is the music of Fame. This guy is doing a very good job. Fame from Houston. That's a very good music. Like I tell you, if you're into music or any kind of talent, anything you do, just send us mail on mommysplanet@gmail.com and we're gonna like support you. We're ready to support anybody that ready to support us. I think Fame has been supporting us for a long time on the ground, sharing our videos, and that's good. Thanks, shout out to Fame. Back to trending. Culture.
It's big.
It's big.
Yeah, it is. It's big. So one thing I noticed was, like I was saying, is two different cultures, completely different upbringings, different customs
Right.
as well. So in my culture, one of the things that really affected my marriage in one area, and it's so simple, but this
Right.
comes to show you how important culture is.
Yes.
Something so simple can cause a rift in between marriage. Okay, so in my culture, I was raised by two-parent household.
Right.
My parents have been married 34 years.
Right.
So in my culture, it is believed that a woman should not pump her gas at all. Like, I grew up, I've never saw my mom pump gas in my life. Like on Sunday nights and a lot of other families too, this is just what we do. The man gets both cars, goes to the gas station, fills them up for his wife for the week so she doesn't have to pump her own gas.
Wow.
And so I expected my husband to do the same, which I shouldn't have expected, but that's just how I grew up.
Yeah, that's just what you know.
So I addressed him about it one time. I said, can you go fill up my car for the week? Can you go? And he was like, I shouldn't have to do that. I said, what? So you're going to make me, your wife, pump my own gas? Like, that was so disrespectful to me. I felt so disrespected. But coming from his side, I still think he should have compromised. That's something simple. I'm learning to cook all your food. I'm going to your churches. I done went to a white garment church, spent 3 days sleeping in a white garment church.
Wow.
And what American would do that? Because that's the church he grew up in. I wanted to learn his culture. He can pump my gas.
Right.
So I felt so disrespected. But that's something that we have to learn about each other's culture. We have to compromise.
Right. I will say something about that, but let me say shout out to people that are still watching us. This is Mommy's TV and it's trending. Shout out to Rashid Atanda. Shout out to Mike Kevin. That's my OG in Dubai.
Y'all.
Shout out to Shiko Jordan. Thanks so much for staying on this show. Shout out to Otumba Adedeji Adekunle. Shout out to Olu Amani. Shout out to Ola Paki. Those are Dubai. Pakistan. I call this guy Pakistan. I think I give this guy this name far back a couple of years ago. Ola Paki. Thanks so much for supporting this show.
Thank you.
Shout out to Oluwatosin Shido. And shout out to Atma Ubin Kamis. Shout out to Yuho. I really appreciate. Shout out to Olubayo Ajayi. That's my old gene in Indianapolis. Say Baba Akinloyi Olaide, you fresh finish. Thanks, bro. I'm just trying. Shout out to Euphoria again. He said, you've got the talent. Keep moving, my people. Thanks so much,
Thank
bro.
you.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, let me bounce back on what you're talking about.
Please do.
I think this topic today is really is touching me personally. There are some things I get to learn when I came to when I came to United States about life relationship, lifestyle, and marriage. You know, one thing we Africans don't know, or we know, but it's not in part of our culture, is like there was a day I went out with a friend of mine, a lady, and we actually were on a business meeting, and and she has to park her own car, and I drive. Don't just have two cars. Let me just drive you. And so we are like talking in the car, joking, and we are talking. And when we get to where we are going to the meeting point, and I come down, I'll close my door. And it was like, oh, come on, open my door. I was like, really? Open your door? Can't you open the door by yourself? Did you don't have an handle? And she was like, no, in America right here, you need to learn all these things. That's my like 4th week in America that day.
Oh, it was your 4th week.
So I didn't even know. I was like,
know.
she's trying to pull my leg, or she's trying to, and after that, we talk about that, and she was like, no, these are the things that we know. I said, in Africa, right?
You don't open doors? It's not a big thing?
It's not a big thing.
Really?
If you can, if you cannot, it's just normal. Like, we believe. Talking about the popping of the gas, I think there are some things that is psychologically, it's meant thing.
Okay.
Do you know, like that kind of a thing? I think it's good for a man to help your wife to get a gas. Those are things that like that was one of my brother right here in Dallas. Kogberegbe is into movie skit. There are couples that always do program, and there's a video that I posted a couple of months ago that he was standing by the car, and his wife is trying to change the tire of the car. And I was like, what is bro trying to do?
Never.
And people are passing and say, oh, you bad. Why are you trying to let your wife be the one to change the tire? And he was like, no, you need to change it, because what if I'm not there? And he has to change the tire. What's going to happen? And I was like, does it make sense? And I think about it for real. There are some things. Let me tell you one thing. There are some things women too need to know how to do.
I do agree.
Wait, why?
I agree.
Because if I'm not around and my wife have to do something that I'm supposed to do, and she don't know how to do it, that means you have to go out there and get someone to help her to do it.
I agree, but he couldn't teach her that at home.
That's what I'm saying. I think that is what the guy was trying to do that day, like trying to teach his wife how to change tire.
Well, I understand that. Yeah, teaching her how to change. Yeah,
How to
I
do
understand
some now.
that.
But
Yeah.
if you are with your wife, I believe there are some things that is meant for, like my Nigerian president said, my wife belongs to the bedroom.
He said what?
He said my wife belonged to the bedroom.
Okay.
And everybody was like, what do you mean? How you say that? Blah, blah, blah. He had his own point. Some people think maybe he's trying to downgrade the woman.
Okay.
But to me, I think he's just trying to say my wife don't have to do anything than just being in the bedroom, take care of the kids, do all those. So sometimes the way we handle situations of things, it's always wrong,
Right.
So before I go, I want you people to please join on this topic. Will you date out of your culture? And the number to call is 817-717-5685. 817-717-5865. 556. Let me call it again. 817-717-5685. So call on and let us talk about this. Will you date out of your culture? I would love to date out of my own culture.
That's good.
Because I love to learn every
Open
day.
mind, yeah.
I don't even mind dating, apart from culture, I don't mind dating a blind woman or a deaf.
That's good.
Because in every situation in this life, people do things in a different way. You know what I mean? And if you are not ready to learn, I'm not sure you can be in a relationship.
That's true. That's a good
Even
perception.
apart from culture, every individual, whether you're from Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, anywhere you're from, that person is different.
That's right.
And if you're not ready to learn from that person, let me put it this way. Every human being in this world have their culture.
Yep.
Like I have my own attitude. I have my own way of doing things. So my friend too, she will have the way she handle issues too. So we should learn how to learn from each other. What you can do, what I cannot do. Let's come together and be good and be strong.
That's
You know what I mean? Like, it's good to date. My own point today, I don't want to go against this topic today. Last week I was saying, no, I don't want to have my... But today, I support this. Let us date out of our culture. Let us spread our culture.
That's
so
right.
we can help our kids to grow together.
That's right.
That is what it is. So shout out to everybody watching. We are still here and we're going to be saying this. Shout out to Olubetujo Bayo Ajayi. He said, Baba, you make sense. If person no dey there, now another guy go change the tire. then go even one collect a number so as to change the bed tire as well. Look at that. Shout out to this, my brother. He's the CEO, Betujo Entertainment in Indianapolis. This is deep.
Yeah.
This is deep.
Yeah.
If you don't teach your wife some things, it's part of the culture.
Yeah, I
if you
agree.
didn't teach your wife how to do some things, another man is going to help her to do it. And let me tell you one thing. Some women, they are just like that. They're not like they're bad. They're not flirts. They're not like easy. But if they have a comfort with someone that helps them to do something, they will have feeling for that person at that particular time.
Right.
It might not be feeling of going down with them, but feeling
It
starts
opens an avenue. Yeah.
So if you teach your wife, shout out to Bayo again. What Dr. Bayo was saying there is, if you teach your wife how to do some things, when you are not there, she can fix it.
Exactly.
So that is
Yeah.
good. That
Yeah,
is
I
part of the
think that's
culture.
good. Uh-huh.
Trying to learn from these are things that I didn't know. Teach me, even if it's
Right.
food.
Exactly.
Teach me how to cook it.
Oh, so you'll learn how to cook American food? I can teach you American food.
You know, American food is something I can just go out there and just buy. So I don't think I need to.
Oh,
If you teach me, I don't mind. You know, but if I want to teach me anything, I'm always ready to learn.
Okay,
But
cool.
in Nigerian food, I can cook I can cook any kind of Nigerian food.
You can cook any kind of Nigerian
Any kind of Nigerian
Any
food.
kind?
Yeah. Because I love food.
All right
And I don't want them to go
now.
and say, I won't cook for you today, so you won't eat. You know? So I love. So shout out to people still watching us. You are see here, it's Mommy's TV, and it's trending, and we keep trending. You know we're not going to stop. So let me ask you a question that has been trending in my mind all this while, and I want you to give me a good answer. African men are labeled as cheaters. What do you think about that?
Oh,
I want you to be pure.
I hate stereotypes. I'm gonna say that first off. Being an African American, a black person, period, we
Right.
are stereotyped. Like that's just what it is, and I hate it. So I never want to label a whole culture or race as something. So that's me personal. Now, as far as the cheating part, I have suffered at the hands of a cheating African man.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that all African men are cheaters or all Nigerian men are cheaters specifically.
Right.
Because I immersed myself in the culture.
Right.
So I know enough Nigerians to know that there are good, wholesome men, and that stereotype is the minimal. You know, it's the minority. But I want to ask you that because you are Nigerian men. Do y'all cheat a lot? Like, because I've heard several women say this, stay away from Nigeria. Even Nigerian women say that your men cheat a lot. And like I said, I hate stereotypes. So I'm not saying that all Nigerian men are cheaters, but I want to get clarity because if Nigerian people are telling me this, then and I prefer Nigerian men, it's like, am I walking myself back into a fire? So I want to know what's up.
Yeah. You know, the sentence cheat, right? Is big. It's bigger than the way it sounds.
Okay,
When I say cheat,
break it down.
there's a different way men can cheat.
What's,
It's a general thing. Don't get me wrong.
okay.
I don't want to defend anything that is not right here.
Okay.
But when I say somebody cheat, like I don't cheat.
Good.
I would say that.
Good.
Yeah. I don't cheat. But one thing about cheat that I know based on my own experience about this whole life generally is a lot of things can make a man cheat. A lot of things. Sometimes when woman is not communicating very well in the house and is trying to shift the bed into two, and you're not allowing your husband to come. I said something on this program a couple of weeks ago, maybe like second episode, like every man want to pee every day.
Right.
It is what it is.
It is what
it's
it is.
just reality. Like we always want to do this thing. And if you woman in the house I'm doing something very wrong and you don't want to communicate with me, you're not giving me attitude in the house, you don't want to give me that thing, that fruit, that apple. There's a lot of apple out there, right?
It's a lot of apples. So
If you didn't
just
give
gonna
that
go
apple,
pick an apple.
No, I'm picky. But what I'm saying is, if my wife is not giving me the apple in the house to eat,
Okay.
what do you expect?
Okay. Which.
So now,
Okay. Keep
now
going.
you will not talk about your own attitude in the house on the bed. Well, when you not see that man is going out doing something out there, you not be complaining that, yo, he's cheating on me. You won't start the story from what you have been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like my producer in the house of a program a couple of weeks ago, he was talking about relationship within the neighbor to the next door, whatever. Like something caused some things. Something happened because of something is going on.
Okay.
If you are not communicating with your husband, or wife is not communicating with his husband, or husband not communicating with the wife, and you are not using that attitude to stop something that you have been doing before. Maybe before you guys give each other apple almost every night. Now you change the apple to maybe 3 times. The man will be thinking something else too. Are you sure this woman is not doing something out there? So it always happens. But when it comes to the question that you asked me about African men cheat, that question is very big. But I appreciate somebody from our viewers can call in and say something about this. But I'm not going to say African men cheat. I'm going to defend my people. So the number, call the number for them, let them call us.
Okay, y'all call in and give me some clarity, please. 817-717-5685. I want some insight on this.
Please, Nigerian people, help me on this show right now. I want you to call and support me. I'm defending you right now that Nigerian men, African men generally, we don't cheat.
I don't want to believe that, especially not about my Yoruba angels. I don't want to believe y'all cheat like that.
We don't cheat, man. You are a lawyer, man.
Okay, but can I tell you a story about another Nigerian? Please. Okay, music break. We'll be right back.
Yeah. That's deep.
It's getting us again. If I tell you so, you'll find out. Every guilty lawyer, will you stay with me tonight? Every guilty baby, when I look you from behind, every guilty lawyer, my body tell me say you mine. Every say you mine. Every guilty. So follow me, oh baby, my baby, oh baby, so follow me, oh baby, oh baby, so follow me, oh baby, my baby, oh baby, so follow me, oh baby. When I see her, I know say she no go let me go. When I touch her, I see say she won't give me jam and juice. The way she dey roll, they make me dey go. I know say you look well, yeah, some of you make me do the confirm. The way you want your ways, they make me want to go low lying. Everything you do to me, they make I want to lose control, yeah. I know say you bad, yo. Me too know they dolly, yo. But that one is slow and steady for me. If I tell you so, you find out. Every guilty lawyer, will you stay with me tonight? Every guilty baby, when I look you from behind, every guilty lawyer, my body tell me say you mine. Every say you mine. Every guilty. So follow me, oh baby, my baby, oh baby, so follow me, oh baby, oh baby, so follow me, oh baby, my baby, oh baby, so follow me, oh baby. You're a million officer, my word. La potty fed that go. Baby, me she too fine and fresh like tomato. She say she like it when I like my tobacco. My tobacco. See my phone when you don't know. Baby, Jomo. Only pay shisha, oh yeah, Jomo. Only you body yo, go back later. Bala pay you one little. Give you anything when you want to. If you say you find out. Every guilty lawyer, will you stay with me tonight? Every guilty baby, when I look you from behind, every guilty lawyer.
Yo, it's Mommy's TV. And it's
TV.
trending. And we are live right here. Please don't forget to go on your Play Store, Apple Store to download These Things Radio. It's trending right there. You're going to be listening to it loud and clear. Ninja man, do you cheat? We don't cheat. I don't cheat.
That's good. Like I said, I don't want to believe my Yoruba angels cheat.
Yeah. We get a caller right there. Hello?
Hello. How are you, sir?
Hello, boss. What's your name and where are you calling from, bro?
My name is Olubayode Ajayi.
That's my doctor in the building. I call him my doctor.
Your doctor.
The CEO of Betujo Entertainment. What do you want to say about this, boss? Hello?
Hello?
I want to listen to us and I'm hearing you clearly. Like, do Nigerian men cheat?
Yeah, Baba, this thing cheating. Man, he deep small. So, men and women cheat. That's what I'll say. I don't think it's something we can really stereotype. It's a natural thing. So
It's a
being
natural
human,
sickness.
you're prone. I will not say everybody is prone to cheat, but
Right.
being human, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
That's my own point of view, and there are several things that can lead to cheating. Yeah.
Wow, this is deep. But in a direct answer, right? If you want to give it a percentage, Nigerian African men, if you want to categorize like do we cheat?
Baba. People they cheat, so Baba.
We don't cheat, right?
But people they cheat, but I don't think it's an
Tahnee.
African. I'm African, but I'm not being biased right now. But I don't think it's an African thing.
Wow. Thanks so
Because
much.
I have American friends,
Right.
in which all the discussion is about ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, so it's a general thing.
It's general. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I really appreciate
People,
I really
myself,
appreciate.
I don't cheat, but people cheat. Yeah.
Wow, thanks so much, man. Like I miss you, bro. I really miss you, bro. And I will
Yeah,
come
boss
through.
man, come over, man.
I
Come
will
over.
come through soon. Like I miss everybody in Indianapolis, and I really appreciate this call. Like
Thank
you really
you.
support me. I really love you. Have been supporting me far back since I came into the United States, and God will bless you for me. Shout out to your woman, that beautiful
Amen.
woman, and my friend Ojo. How's Ojo doing?
Ojo is a grown boy, right?
Yeah, he's a big boy. That's cool, man. Thanks so much for calling, and please share this on your Facebook and let every other people out there in
Thank
Indianapolis
you.
see our show that we are training every day. God bless you, boss. Regard to mom and dad. Tell them I'm coming through.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Thanks so much, bro.
Thank you.
That's deep.
Yeah, I mean,
My mind is wow. I don't cheat though. To cut the story short. Let me say shout out to people that are watching us right there. I have my boss right here. I have Olu Amele. Thanks so much, boss. I really appreciate your support. And I have Adesonya Victoria. He said, "Chill. Do you all cheat?
child.
Child, please help me with that. Child,
Okay, Black American slang. Child means
child.
like baby.
baby.
Do y'all cheat or nah?
No. Adesonya Victoria, no." And I have Otumba Adedeji, Adekunle, Adejumoke, Adeniji. Thanks so much for being on this show, watching us. Shout out to
Thank
Kennedy
you.
Alasios. That's my OG. I can say my in-law though. Shout out to Kennedy all the way from Chicago. Thanks so much, bro. That's deep. I don't want us to sleep on that topic. I think
Yeah.
I want to jump because that sort of thing is another thing that has been bothering the whole world right now. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
African American women are labeled as aggressive and disrespectful.
Yes, we are. And that's a stereotype. I'm saying, yes, we are stereotyped. I'm not saying that's true. And that's something that I had to deal with in my marriage as well. It seemed like everybody who would come visit from Nigeria,
Right.
they would say, "Oh, you're not the typical African American. You're so respectful." And I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, have you met every African American? They were trying to compliment me, but I was offended because I'm like, that's how the media portrays us. And what this comes down to, this whole topic about culture,
Right.
most of it is the media. And I'm sorry to say that's what it is. They show the negative sides of black people, just about how they show all of Africa, everybody's starving, it's desert, people living in villages. That's how they portray Africa to America. They don't show the beautiful sides. So just in as far as African Americans, they show us being as aggressive, as being, labeled very disrespectful and in poverty and all of that. It's the media. So I would say no, I was very respectful, especially to my husband. One thing, when we first met and he introduced me to he told me he was taking me to his aunt and uncle's house.
Right.
One big thing about me, I did not want to disrespect his culture. I didn't know anything even about the different tribes. I was just learning about Nigerian tribes. So what I did is I Googled when we were on our way. He didn't know this till like a year into our marriage. I start Googling the Yoruba tribe to see about customs, so I wouldn't offend his aunt and uncle. And so the first thing I saw is you do everything with your right hand. and I'm panicking. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm left-handed. So when we went over there and we were eating, I'm like, I had my right hand, I had my fork, and it's shaking and stuff, but I don't want to offend them and be disrespectful because they said everything is done with the right hand. So it just boils down to stereotypes are stereotypes. Like, and that's what we want to break down on this show. No, we are not, but one thing I can say is that what I noticed, we don't, okay, I'm going to say this and y'all don't attack me. One thing I did notice, African-American women, we don't take too kindly to being disrespected in our marriages, like when it comes to cheating and stuff. Now, I did notice in the Nigerian culture, specifically from being around Nigerians as well as having conversations with our pastors as well, when infidelity is introduced in the Nigerian culture, the women are more calm about it. Not saying that they accept it, but African-American women, we gonna cause some hell. And that's just in our culture. That's to be expected. Some physical things might go on, and that's like in y'all's culture, it's like, oh my God, that is crazy. But in us, no. If you cheat, you expect to get your clothes cut up, thrown out the house, burned. That's just what we do. But in the Nigerian culture, it's like, okay, you cheated. Let's call the family together and work it out, which that's not a bad thing. Right. That's not a bad thing at all. So that's, one thing I am going to say. We don't take too kindly to being disrespected in our marriages.
Wow. I think you got a lot of viewers right there that are watching this program. Like, thanks so much. We have limited time, but we're going to talk to our producer if we can extend. And you need to support us too. Help us share this video. Help us share what we are doing right now to other people. Instagram is not going to complain. Facebook is not going to complain that you are sharing things on your page. It's not going to cost you anything. It's free. Share this video for everybody to support me, support my sister, so we can grow, so we can always come here to support you too. Shout out to Kennedy Alasios. He said, Baba, you too much. Keep rolling. You all got that talent. Thanks so much, bro. Alasios, all the way from Chicago. We don't have more time to talk, but we don't want to go out of this show without not talking about the community announcement.
Yes, and we might need a part 2 of this. I think this was a really hot topic. But our community announcement, this is a very serious announcement, especially coming up for the holidays. Right. Human sex trafficking. Well, I've been getting notifications every single day on the news, on Facebook. Women are being targeted. Black women specifically are coming up missing. I want all of you women, us women, to be aware of our surroundings, especially this holiday season. Predators are waiting in the shopping malls, and they're catching these women off guard, and they're being sold into human trafficking rings. And I didn't know that North Texas and Houston is among the top in the nation for human sex trafficking. So women, make sure that you are aware of your surroundings. If you see a piece of paper on top of your windshield, do not check it. Go home. Make sure your doors are locked immediately as you go into your car. Even make sure that you have pepper spray, mace available, something to protect yourself. But just be aware of your surroundings this holiday season. Be safe. Watch your kids. Watch yourself. Watch your back.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Like I said, we can't finish this topic today.
No.
I think we have to extend
Part
it
2
till next week. But before next week, before we go, let me do a little bit shout out to our sponsor, people that have been our backbone.
Yes.
Shout out to Mrs. Catherine Monserrat. Shout out for the support. Shout out to Alaja Titilayo Adetunji. Thanks so much, Mom. She said, nice program. Thanks, Mom. Please help us share this on your page. And shout out to Monisola Ajayi. God bless you, my sister. Shout out to Alaka Gold. God bless you. Please share this on your page for us to support us, so we can always come here to grow and trend. Before I go, I have a topic, something to say about mommies today, and the mommies of the week. We're going to be having, every week, we're going to be having mommies of the week. The mom of the week for this week is Tahnee Abraham.
Yay! That's one of my favorite actresses.
Yeah, Tahnee Abraham is doing a very good job, but we're gonna just stop a little bit about that. Next week when we come back again, we'll talk about a little bit of Tahnee Abraham. And let me talk about the event coming up. We have Dallas Big Boys Night in Aso Rock. Please come through, 29. Follow our page on Mommy's Planet and follow my my co-host on Tahnee Jones on Instagram. Share our page, like us. Tell people to tell people, tell your friend to tell your friend, and tell everybody that Alladin and Tahnee, we are trending and banging and making money every day. You're going to make money too now. You know what it is? Dry go. God bless you all. And we're going to be back next week. Catch ya.
Bye. No stereotyping.
It's still...
Turn the microphone on Mommy's TV, baby. We're about to make it trend.